recognize pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to join you today to remember those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country. As we observe Memorial Day, we do more than simply to carry on a tradition dating back to 1868. We fulfill a commitment to some very special people. Who were these individuals that we pause to honor and praise? They were ordinary human beings, just like us, but what they accomplished was extraordinary. Please be seated. They answered the call to duty, thereby giving us today, tomorrow, and the tomorrows, and all of the tomorrows, our future. Throughout America's history, from the patriots who fired the first shots in the American Revolution to the forces deployed around the world today, America has been fortunate to rely on citizens who willingly serve, fight, and die for their country. It is not for money or medals that such heroes step forward. It is to act out of their patriotism. Patriotism based on the ideals on which this country was founded: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Counting the 6,824 who died in the American Revolution, up to those who have perished in our more recent conflicts, more than 1 million Americans have died in defense of our country. Together, these defenders of freedom sacrificed everything to give us the world we are blessed to enjoy today. Think for a moment what our country would be like had they not fought for us. Because of them, more people experienced liberty and freedom than ever. It was veterans who paid the high price to get us all to this point. We faced monumental challenges for over 200 years, and we have succeeded in building a nation that stands as an example to all freedom-loving people. Those who were first to defend our liberty at Concord, Lexington, and Bunker Hill fought for the freedom right where they lived. Their homes were burned, their cattle slaughtered, their crops destroyed, and their families killed. The war that they fought was very close, very personal, giving them immediate clarity of purpose. In more recent, more complex conflicts, our men and women fight in unfamiliar countries thousands of miles away. Although the surroundings and the language may be foreign, we are drawn to the troubled spots around the world by the same desire to protect our cherished freedom and to foster freedom's dream for others. This Memorial Day, we honor all those ordinary people who ascended to extraordinary by picking up the tools of war in the name of freedom. Some died in combat, others died from wounds afterwards, still others at a time living in peace that they fought so hard to win. So on this Memorial Day, we come face to face with the cost in human lives of the battles that brought us here. Each one who faced the enemy down a rifle barrel, who endured as a prisoner, or stood guard duty, fighting loneliness and fear. They gave us that precious day and all the days of our future. Our sorrow over the lost will never die. We carry it with us constantly. But if we remember them only in sorrow, we do them a disservice. We must ensure that those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for America will not have died in vain. Not in vain. Not in this great country. Not on our watch.
This is a poem about Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely sing and fly. Sacred herd, amid the guns below, we are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours and hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep till poppies grow in Flanders Fields. We shall keep the faith. That's going to read this.
O you who sleep in Flanders Fields, sleep sweet to rise anew. We caught the torch you threw, and holding high, we keep the faith with all who die. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies, but lends a luster to the red of the flowers that blooms above the dead in Flanders Field. And now the torch and poppy red we wear in honor of our dead. Fear not that ye have died for naught, we'll teach the lessons that ye wrought in Flanders Fields.
Through the years that we've put this event together, we've gotten input from people who have attended, and we try our best to make sure that we get everybody happy and satisfied, to make sure that those who have served and those who we lost are properly recognized. One of the requests is that we do the reading of the names of those who are etched upon the stone behind us. Those who have served our country and laid down their lives in World War I. Edward H. Voss, non-combat death, Rockford, Illinois. Fred W. Schweitzer, killed in action, Verdun, France. From World War II. Frank M. Abram, killed in action, Germany. Frank J. Arzich, killed in action, St. Lo, France. Alfred J. Barnes, killed in action, Beauwiller, France. Edward Bednars, non-combat death, accident, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Kenneth C. Berg, non-combat death, plane crash. Arthur Blackburn, killed in action, Olongapo, Luzon, Philippines. Eugene Bogash, killed in action, Paulo Leyte, Philippines. John Bogash, killed in action, Italy. Stephen F. Bonizek, killed in action, Europe. Aloysius B. Kapp, killed in action, the Philippines. Henry J. Czak, killed in action, Hersfeld, Germany. Theodore Sizicki, killed in action, France. Raymond Danishevsky. Walter Holda, killed in action, Germany. Edward Iwan, non-combat death, airplane crash, Camp Chaffee, Arkansas. Stephen R. Jablonski, killed in action, Afua, New Guinea. Stanley J. Jarosz, non-combat death, airplane crash, Walter Karras, killed in action, France. Rudolf Kiernicki, accidental death, Dobrodura, New Guinea. Charles W. Nur, killed in action, France. Anthony M. Kovacic, killed in action, Denmark. Charles Kresmian, killed in action, France. Chester Kuchina, non-combat death. Joseph Lebeds, killed in action, Monte Cassino, Italy. Joseph Latch, killed in action, Forêt de Champagnat, France. Russell Lenhoff, killed in action, USS Franklin, Japan. John W. Micah, killed in action, Pacific Theater. Stanley J. Mazurik, killed in action, France. Joseph Nalepa, killed in action, Italy. George Polos, killed in action, Italy. Paul A. Rizanka, killed in action, Manhay, Belgium. Joseph Sia, killed in action, Italy. Stanley Sutka, lost at sea, USS Joseph Hughes, North Africa. Joseph A. Trupek, killed in action, France. Andrew Wisniewski, non-combat death, training, California. From the Korean conflict, Edward Sabula, killed in action, Heartbreak Ridge, Korea. Charles L. Watson, non-combat death. And from Vietnam, Jeffrey Flournoy, killed in action, Quang Nam, South Vietnam. Philip R. Jamrock, killed in action, the Laotian border. Stephen M. Nolan, non-combat death, California. Anthony L. Spino, killed in action, Quang Nam, South Vietnam. And Carmel B. Harvey, killed in action, awarded the Medal of Honor. I had a civilian come up to me today and make a request to recognize Paul Edward Hizo Jr. Paul was wounded in Afghanistan, suffered a traumatic brain injury. They were not able to remove all the shrapnel. Earlier this year in March, he fell victim to his wounds, and the family member here in town asked that he be recognized today. Okay, both of us with bad eyes, having a little bit of trouble seeing with the glare here. All of you today have joined us. You may have seen here in the center of the pavilion a table set in a place of honor. There are times we've gone, you've seen this table set for one. Today we have it set for 5 so that we recognize members of each branch of the armed forces who either have made the supreme sacrifice, as some people have called it, the missing man table, and it has also been used to recognize those whose fate is not known, those who are listed as POWs and MIAs. This table is our way of symbolizing the fact that our profession of arms are missing among our midst. They're commonly called POWs or MIAs. We call them brothers. They are unable to be with us here this afternoon, so we remember them. This table is set for 5 today. But when it is set for 1, it symbolizes the frailty of one prisoner against his oppressors. Remember. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call of arms. Remember. The single red rose displayed in the vase reminds us of the families and loved ones of our comrades in arms who keep the faith awaiting their return. Remember. The red ribbon tied so prominently on the vase is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn upon the lapel and breasts of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing. Remember. The candle, it is lit, symbolizing the upward reach of their unconquerable spirit. Remember. Slice of lemon is on the bread plate to remind us of their bitter fate. Remember. There is salt upon the plate, symbolic of the family's tears as they wait. Remember. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us this night. Remember. The chairs are empty. They are not here. Remember. Remember. All of you who served with them and called them comrades, who depended upon their might and aid and relied upon them, for surely they have not forsaken you. Remember. Until the day they come home. Remember. Okay, Mr. Jasek has reminded me that apparently we have missed one person. Actually, Paul Rizanka, killed in action, Van Heem, Belgium. Thank you.
Okay, stand straight.
presentation before we get going. I would like to thank everybody who come out. I'd like to thank everybody who helped. Melissa, my sisters, nieces, nephews, everybody. Southeast Sportsmen for their generous donations. And Scouts for coming out, Cub Scouts holding up the flags, keeping stuff from breaking, and Boy Scouts with the colors. So we got hamburgers, hot dogs, pop, water, all that over there. So as soon as I'm done running my mouth, y'all can go through the line and get what you got to get. Only thing we got to do is move them trays that are on that picnic table over there. That's lettuce, tomato, and onions and stuff. Put them on that table. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead. This concludes our presentation.